For the first time in modern history, millions of young people are being encouraged to take on enormous debt for careers that may no longer exist by the time they graduate. Across the United States, the traditional university system is colliding with a technological transformation so rapid and profound that the economic logic sustaining higher education for generations is beginning to fracture in real time. Artificial intelligence is now capable of performing many of the analytical, administrative, computational, and creative tasks that once formed the foundation of entry-level white-collar employment. And the consequences are already visible in rising graduate unemployment, expanding underemployment, shrinking hiring pipelines, and the disappearance of the first rung of the professional ladder. Industries that once absorbed large numbers of graduates, software development, data analysis, media production, customer support, legal assistance, financial analysis, and technical writing, are increasingly reorganizing around AI systems that can complete tasks faster, cheaper, and at greater scale than junior human workers. The result is a labor market in which many graduates find themselves competing not only against each other, but against rapidly improving intelligent systems that never sleep, demand no salary, and continuously increase in capability. At the same time, student debt has surged into one of the largest forms of consumer debt in America, trapping graduates beneath financial burdens that often exceed their yearly income before a single payment is made. Public universities, once viewed as engines of upward mobility, increasingly struggle under budget cuts, rising tuition, overcrowded classrooms, reduced instructional resources, dependence on temporary faculty, aging infrastructure, and bureaucratic systems that can prolong graduation timelines through administrative failures and inconsistent academic oversight. Students are paying more while receiving less, entering labor markets that are becoming less stable, precisely in the sectors universities continue to market most aggressively. The traditional promise was simple: sacrifice financially in the present to secure long-term stability in the future. That promise now appears increasingly unreliable for a growing percentage of students. Beyond the economic and technological disruption lies a deeper institutional crisis: the widening gap between what universities promise and what many students actually experience. The modern university increasingly operates like a legacy bureaucracy, attempting to preserve a 20th century structure inside a 21st century technological revolution. Students are still sold the image of stable careers and financial security while navigating systems plagued by administrative delays, opaque transfer policies, overcrowded advising offices, and curricula that often lag years behind the industries they claim to prepare students for. In many cases, the institution itself becomes an obstacle to efficient learning rather than the vehicle for it. Every additional semester means more tuition, more living expenses, more lost wages, and more debt carried into an increasingly unstable economic future. Meanwhile, AI-driven educational systems are rapidly demonstrating capabilities that challenge the very necessity of traditional institutional learning for many academic disciplines. Advanced AI tutors now provide personalized instruction, immediate feedback, adaptive pacing, continuous availability, and scalable one-on-one learning environments impossible for most universities to replicate economically. Students using sophisticated AI tutoring systems have already demonstrated dramatically higher learning gains in less time than students in conventional classrooms, while reporting greater engagement and motivation. Unlike human bureaucracies, AI systems do not misplace transcripts, delay responses for weeks, inconsistently apply grading standards, or restrict access to learning based on schedule, geography, or institutional gatekeeping. A student can interact with an AI tutor at any hour, repeat concepts endlessly without embarrassment, accelerate through familiar material, or slow down for difficult topics without fear of judgment or administrative penalty. AI fundamentally changes that equation by making high-level instruction available instantly, continuously, and globally at minimal cost. Employers increasingly care less about where knowledge was acquired and more about whether practical competence can be demonstrated immediately. The emerging reality is difficult to ignore. Many students are assuming life-altering debt for educational systems designed for an economy that is rapidly disappearing, while the technologies replacing that economy are simultaneously becoming more effective teachers than the institutions preparing students to enter it.